Hey, welcome back, guys. Another episode of Relinquish TV. Thank you for tuning in once again. I am Thad. This is
Lauren.
and thank you for tuning in. Last time, I know you all saw us. We spoke a lot about what the three brands meant, what the three main mantras are for, and what they are to us. So now we're actually gonna give them time, break them down. First one we're gonna talk about today is free to be. So how are we gonna start it off? So let me ask the curator. I believe this one was before we had got together. You had this one, right?
Yes,
Okay.
this was actually the very first one that it wasn't even supposed to be a shirt. This was like, I think it was kind of, because I'm trying to even think of like, where I was when this one came about. Um, I just had been blogging at this point, I think for a minute, and I was trying to, I saw like a vision of something and I wanted to see it. And so I remember like it was pretty late at night because I'm kind of a nocturnal person, so everything comes to me at night. But I had just put together like, and I'm really basic, so it was in PowerPoint, and I just like saw this like triangle
Hey,
with the
we come along
words.
with a PowerPoint. Promise you don't do that right now. We come a long way.
Still kind of basic, but we'll let that live. But no, saw it and then just started creating the actual visual, and I had put that into as my screensaver. Went to bed that night, that whole day at work. That's pretty much like all I thought about. And then I felt like there was something missing. And long story short, I think the point was is that it was meant to be on a shirt.
So, but let me ask you this: when you came up with it, why? I hear you talking about you first didn't think about it being on the shirt. You came up for a late night, but
Yeah.
what was going through your mind to make you say like that's it, like free to be, like where were you at?
Yeah. So if we were to rewind a couple months before that, I had gotten kind of a message that I felt like at one of my conferences that said that like my message was to unpack.
Mm-hmm.
So in the sense that like I need to unpack like who Lauren is, understanding like who I am today, and unpack some of my insecurities, my fears, and so one of the things that came from it, a couple months later was Lauren, I need you to be free to be.
I see. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like free to be, even in those things that are insecurities. Those are the kind of things you see as faults. Those are things people can see as shortcomings. But it was kind of your way of like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. Let me be within it and free within inside it, so I can progress from it. Because if you don't acknowledge it, you can't progress from it.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of lived pretty like contained. Like, here's Lauren at work, here's Lauren here, here's Lauren in this space, and so I think Free to Be kind of gave me an opportunity to really be like, no, Lauren, like in every space that you choose to occupy, like be as free as possible, like be you. You
Yeah.
are free to be.
So one thing I noticed about free to be, well, yeah, Lauren. One thing I noticed about it, and I always wondered why the square with the why the triangle with the square inside of it. Like, where did that design itself come from?
I wish I could say I was super strategic in that, but that's literally like how I saw it. So I was like, okay, I knew like triangles tend to be like deltas, and like that means change. So I knew that's where I got a part of that. But other than that, I think almost it's almost like this is probably me reaching a little bit, but almost like an oxymoron that it's like the free is inside of a contained space.
Oh, okay. Unpack that a little bit more. You
Like,
can't just drop that on us.
well, I'm saying like it's like you're free. Like you might see something in like on your shirt, so it's on this one. You might see a contained space and see that on the outside, but in within that, you're as free as you need to be. Like it doesn't have to be just what you see. Does that make sense? Sort
No, it's
of.
basically like, yeah, I might be within this space, I might be in this area, but I am who I am. This space does not define me. That
Yeah.
what you're trying to say?
Yeah, because
Okay.
even if you think about it, like even the rectangle, it comes outside of the triangle, so it doesn't even fit inside of the other one. So I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie and say yes. Like I knew exactly what I was doing when I saw this. Like a
It's
lot
the
of
first
times,
one. Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of times, like I mean, even like when I do like my small paintings, I like to think I'm a great painter as well. I would like put something down and then I interpret it after I put it down. So it was definitely something I noticed after. But then I was like, oh, it's kind of a dope design. Like I think this could look kind of cool on a shirt, and maybe I do need to see it on a shirt. So I sent it to production, and I think maybe about a couple weeks later, came in the mail, and I was like, oh,
So okay, so
this is cool.
you let us know it was the first one. You You gave it to people that. How were you when you first put it out? Here's the first one, right? So how did you feel about the first shirt going to production? This is my first thing when I'm putting myself out there. Like, how was your mind with that? Like, how did you feel about it?
Okay, then you would have to actually think about me putting this out. Y'all, I did not put it out. So it was actually something that, like, I remember it came in at this time. I was like still living at my mom's house, and I remember like them coming in the mail, and I'm like, "Hey, mom, what do you think of these?" And she was like, "Oh, okay, like they're cool. Like, tell me more about the design." Like in her natural, like curious self. But I think after that, I think I showed one friend, and then it was just maybe something I wore. I didn't really. It's not like Relinquish where it came to be like right after that.
Cause I would say, and not to give myself any credit or anything, we didn't really start. You didn't start putting that shirt out really till we had got that together. We came out here, right?
Yes. So like for instance, at this point, like I had been blogging for like maybe a year and a half at this point, right? Came up with the shirt, saw it, but it was still something like I just had like in the back of my mind and like in a drawer in my bedroom. Like that was it.
Oh, wow.
There wasn't anything that really came after that.
It's kind of months. It's kind of funny. It's called Free to Be, but you didn't let it free at all. You kept it to yourself.
I did. But I would say a little bit after that, because at this point, think about it, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life. Like I'm preparing to change jobs. I'm preparing to move to Atlanta. So there was a lot of things happening. But I did start maybe, let's see, it may have been almost a year after this was created. I started actually working on a website to drop Relinquish wear.
Okay.
So, it was some time.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that website was a little struggle. Well, before we wrap it up, one last thing I want to ask you, people to take away. When people wear this shirt, what do you want them to feel? What do you want them to get from it? Like, what is the thing you want them to feel when they put their shirt on?
I think when you put on any like thing in the Relinquish Wear brand or Relinquish brand, I think you should just feel empowered to literally be free. So like when you see the message, like yes, it's a reminder for you. So you're looking at it, and also like I want it to spur questions so people can ask you, hey, like what does that mean? And you can tell and relay what that message means to you. So if anything, it's to encourage you, it's to challenge you, and it's to definitely promote you being your freest and truest self. So.
Well, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. It's just the church says: be free to be yourself. Be free to, in whatever space you're in, to show people who you are and be that. So, till next time, you're going to see us in the next episode. We're going to unpack this a little bit more and share with you how we do this in our everyday lives. So, till we see you again,